program generally starts with a couple of workshops where everyone gets to know each other and we lay out the action learning process. And really this is where people become familiar with the cycle that we go through in action learning set meetings. We generally will talk about our project and explain it to our set members. They'll ask questions and help to clarify the problem we're trying to solve. And then we launch into the action learning part of the program where we meet once a month and people report back on how their project's going, what barriers they might be encountering, some issues that might arise. And through questioning, the set will help each person to come up with some solutions or ideas for actions.
It was really great to get to know all of the other set members and understand their projects and what they've been working on.
It was good to learn about their different projects and how we could engage and how we could work together on their projects. Sharing of resources and sharing of knowledge across the organisation.
It lets the individuals explore their projects a bit further. If they have been stuck on an area, they can ask questions to get them back on track. So I think having the good questions coming through has helped the staff members, gives them a better quality of work.
I really enjoyed the sets, hearing diverse opinions from a range of people within the organisation, learning about different projects, as well as getting feedback from people who didn't have a familiarity with my area of expertise, but could bring a real fresh view and insight to the work that I was doing. So it was great to meet with a lot of people, hear their input on my work, great suggestions on taking a fresh look at things, stepping out of my bubble.
Really, it's a cycle of questioning, exploratory action, and then reporting back on what we've learnt from those actions.
The Action Learning Program helps people be better at the work that they do, feel better supported within their roles, but really very much what we've seen is, and today's been a great example of that, people who really don't know each other because they haven't been able to see each other because of remote working, but be really supportive of each other and learn so much about each other and therefore about the organisation. So I think that's been a real benefit for us, and each of the sets we've had have shown those opportunities for learning more about how the organisation works.
The questioning style that is implemented with action learning is just so beneficial, and you know, we had got some really good outcomes for the team through the questioning process, and it's really enjoyable. It's really fun learning.
Just listening to what others have to say. There's been some really good tools that have been used within the team, and just reflection, having a reflection on what they've been doing, so it's been great.
What I got out of action learning the most was probably the ability to have collective learning and to critically reflect on my project while it's in progress, which is a unique opportunity that we don't always get when we're busy in the day-to-day work. So being able to have the opportunity to critically reflect and problem solve as we went along, I found really beneficial.
The collaboration that we see within the sets where people are supported and really free to say, I don't know the answer to that, and be really open about that, I think has enabled us to be a learning organisation and to really acknowledge that we're all learning all the time.
Being the Action Learning set as the only First Nation person, a bit daunting at first. I was wondering how I was going to be perceived within the set and whether the team would be responsive to what I had to share and what I had to offer in terms of First Nation knowledge. But I found the team very, very supportive. The learning set was very supportive of the project that I took into the learning set. They were open to ideas that I tried to share. They were also very good at providing suggestions and advice and how we could work together, and also how they could implement First Nations perspectives in their perspective portfolios.
The main benefit of action learning was just learning a completely different way of running meetings, having an open-ended style of questioning, being able to be open, not come in with preset ideas or ideas about questions about people's projects, but being able to help prompt them to think a bit more deeply about their project, and having people challenge me on my project and my ideas, being open to hearing other people's opinions and thoughts to push me to change my thinking or to investigate options that I hadn't come by, and to present solutions that I hadn't come up with at that point in time.
The benefits for the individual are their ability to solve problems in a different way and to come up with really creative solutions with the support of the people around them. The benefits for the organisation, I think, are to have so many people who are involved in critical reflection and who are getting their heads up out of the depths of sometimes really complex problems to see that there are solutions around them and to learn from each other.
I think the benefits that I noticed is how that open questioning style actually maximises the outcome of your project. It gives you a different way of thinking and a different way of approaching a project that can help you enhance different aspects of the project and help you navigate to a new area that you might not have considered without those open questions.
I'd also love to see it more in our middle manager group and our leadership team to have the skills and ability to be able to use the open questioning to help others with their problems and share our collective learning, because that was a real benefit for me to be able to see what others took from the experience and learn through their mistakes and their wins.
We were all learning together. I think we had a safe space to talk to each other, to debrief, a regular time to catch up that we could put in our diaries so that we could sanction that time to be together. I think it was a benefit to our individual projects because we could all have input into the projects in a very informal way.
The Action Learning Framework was really useful, and I think there's a lot of options that I could incorporate that into my team meetings, and so having a real open style, allowing people who maybe don't have subject matter expertise but can bring in very valid feedback and points of view.
I've been really keen to see it incorporated into the way we work here at the Primary Health Network. So I've been the exec sponsor who's brought the idea to the table, and I'm just so excited to see that we've now had such a large number of people participate in the program and see the growth of the program, the benefits of it to date.